I've eaten spaghetti for breakfast every day for the past 2 weeks. Sure, I could try and find something else, but I can't handle that kind of decision making. And what if I tried something and I didn't like it? I can't live with that kind of regret. And you know, I like spaghetti, okay? I don't see the issue. Well, it's been informed to me that this is called being predictable. Well, starting today, things are gonna be changing because frankly, I'm not a predictable person. I don't need to plan every minuscule detail of my life. Let's say I were to... I don't know what comes next. Did you not, like, plan it out beforehand? Oh, let's say you were me, but I'm not you, and... Oh, me? Shit, what do I do? I predict iCarly goes to Japan. I don't know if she makes... I don't know if did she do that?
I don't remember. Can you please tell me what to do?
Let's say
If you're gonna ask me to marry you, don't give me some dumb ring, okay? Rebecca, we've been dating for quite a while. Will, you marry me? Here's your engagement frog. Please.
Do I role play? Oh my god, you're so bad. But yeah. One time I was hooking up with a soldier and I tried on their uniform and I said, "How do I look?" And they said, "Come here." And I said, "Okay." And they said, "No, come here." And I said, "Okay." And they said, "You have never served in the US military, so quite frankly, that is stolen valor. If you think I would get off on some sick shit like this, you are sorely mistaken. I did not serve 2 tours in Iraq and take shrapnel to my head, chest, and groin for a basic bitch like you to try on my uniform and think she's sexy. Throw me my clothes, I'm leaving." And I said, "Okay, where's the fire?" But yes, I will roleplay. No federal officers, members of the US military, or Canadian Border Patrol. I have learned my lesson. But I think a mummy would be just fine. How's this? Let me show you my boob.
So to continue on, the kids that I worked with that were like that were like, "Miss K, you don't understand." And I'm like, girl, I was a kid in the 80s, all right? Late 70s, 80s. I dressed like a punk. Actually, I was new wave, but unless you grew up at that age, you don't even know the distinction. I had a burgundy mohawk, and I didn't have no manic panic. I dyed this slop with sugar-free Kool-Aid, like God intended. By the way, use sugar-free, because if you use the sugar ones, bees. Ask me how I know about that. So yes, I understood that, and I wore the black band eyeshadow thing that went all the way across. So don't tell me I don't know. I know.
No one cares about our music. Again?
I have an idea.
What is it?
Resident Cool Guy.
Resident Cool Guy? Resident Cool Guy with his finger on the pulse? There he is.
He's making one of those
TikToks. Nailed it.
Resident Cool Guy.
With his finger on the pulse.
Yes.
How do we get our fingers in the pulse?
2 words. 100 gex.
That's 3.
No, it's 100.
To everybody making fun of my hair in the comments, I actually suffer from a condition called being super fucking cool.
Hey, do you want to be cool and popular? I know I do. That's why I'm crushing this onion. There's this super cool new trend going around that everybody's doing where they reflect on and process their emotions, and then they physically respond to it by secreting a bunch of wet from their eyeballs. It's awesome. It's called crying. I'd really love to show you an example, but I'm not sure I remember how. I used to do it all the time. I swear, you have to believe me. But now that it's happening less and less, does that imply that I'm some sort of dork that doesn't properly process how they're feeling? I sure hope not. One time I cried at the end of the movie Click. Have you seen it? It's kind of like Uncut Gems, but instead of New York City, it's Bed Bath & Beyond, and instead of Adam Sandler, it's Adam Sandler. He gets this like super cool DVD player remote, but it's like more powerful than like a billion iPhones. I suppose at the end of the day, everybody handles their emotions differently, and that's perfectly cool or whatever. Just because I don't feel the need to cry about how I'm feeling in that exact moment doesn't mean I can't reflect on it in other ways, like making stupid videos or something. I don't know, I'm not a therapist.
I am fucking crazy, but I am free.
Okay, so recently I made a TikTok talking all about my favorite albums of all time, and while many people agreed, others just said basic. Those are basic albums, you're basic. No, actually, they're classics. Take, for example, 4, Huey's most accomplished album. I think their undisputed masterpiece is Hip to Be Square, a song so catchy, most people probably don't listen to the lyrics, but they should, because it's not just about the pleasures of conformity and the importance of friends, it's also a personal statement about the band itself. Hey, Paul!
You know, something that kind of confuses me is a lot of people like to tell me that improv comedy isn't funny. Like, okay, yes. And
so when I started my island, I didn't have any plan. It was like action reaction, very spontaneous. It was like Bauhaus, the movement, you know, because form followed function in this. Hydrangeas are a key component to my island. Imagine gentle pastels, blue and pink, just erupting across the landscape. The animals, they call me rutabaga. I don't know what that means. I think it's some kind of starchy root vegetable. The hydrangeas, they aren't in bloom anymore. And to be frank with you, I'm simply devastated. Let me know if you want to workshop it. It's a weird dynamic, right? Because I'm cohabitating with bears, deer, zombie dogs even, and the prey and predator instincts are gone and replaced with dreams of being like a pop star. Also, I'm like Kardashian level wealthy. Everyone else is in a studio apartment, and I have sharks in my living room. So when I So
I have my nipples pierced, and when I went and got them done, the first one didn't hurt at all, like the left one. And I was like, oh wow, that wasn't that bad. I don't understand what everyone's talking about. And then the dude was like, well, the first one never hurts because you're so freaked out and you're so panicked that your brain releases all of these chemicals to keep it from hurting. The second one's gonna hurt really, really bad. It always hurts. And I was like, well, could I just like freak out again and then my brain would release all those chemicals again and then the second one wouldn't hurt? And he was like, I mean, kind of, but like that's impossible. And I was like, oh, I would just have to send myself into a panic attack again and then the right one won't hurt. And he was like, yes, in theory, I suppose, but no one can do that. And I was like, sir, you do not know me. I'm crazy. So I gave myself a panic attack and the second nipple didn't hurt. So anyway, I don't know what the point of me telling that story was, but I think it's pretty fucking cool. So, I'm mentally ill.